Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. Do you think that the side of opposition is going to be intact together and they are going to have one candidate who is going to go against President William Samoei Arap Ruto let come 2027 presidential election? That is the big question which actually I want to break down for you today. But before I do that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you will give YouTube a leeway so that you can get notified whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you, because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now, let us come back to the discussion. Do you think the side of opposition is going to be intact and they are going to represent one candidate who is actually going to go against William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is the current president of this republic? Because as we look at things currently, the opposition are saying that they are together and they are going to make sure that President William Samoei Arap Ruto is going to be a one-term president. And they believe that President William Samoei Arap Ruto has actually mismanaged this country. And it looks that they want to be the saviors of this country. But do you think these people are actually going to be together? Because if you look to the side of opposition, you will see Rigathi Gachagua, who looks to be the one who is holding the opposition side to be together. You will also get Martha Karua, who is also from the Mrima side. We also have Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the leader of Wiper Party. We also have Eugene Wamalwa, who is the leader of DAP. We also have Fred Okemo Matiang'i, who is going to enter into the national politics, probably by using Jubilee as a party. And we also have other political leaders. But do you see that these key political leaders are going to hold it together and they are going to produce one candidate to run against William Samoei Arap Ruto? Because I've tried to analyze them and the way they think and the way they are representing themselves. But I have started feeling that this group is actually not going to hold it together up to the end, because there is that push where you find that each leader actually wants to lead that group, and they are not ready to discuss about who is going to lead them from now. And this has actually started showing cracks that these leaders probably they're not going to end together. For example, Rigathi Gachagua, who is holding Mount Kenya together and who want to be the de facto leader of Mount Kenya, actually has told Kenyans that they must make William Samoei Arap Ruto to be a one-term president. But at the same time, Rigiji has come out and he has said that he is going to stop at presidency late come 2027. And Rigiji has come up with that shareholding kind of story that among us, we are going to come together and we will enter into the national politics, having tribal parties, having tribal cards. And we are going to evaluate who is going to be our leader by using the so-called shares. And when it comes to that point, definitely the person who is going to have more shares will be Rigathi Gachagua because he comes from a Fort-rich region. And you will find that if Rigiji will be the one who is going for presidency against William Samoei Arap Ruto, then I am very sure that that group will split because Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka cannot accept to do that. Because Rigiji might come up and he might say, it's me who has more votes. It's me who has been currently the deputy president of this republic. And therefore, Kenyans know me better. And he may use that to push other leaders aside so that he can go for the top seat in that group of the Wamnyoro group. And at the same time, you can never convince me that what Rigiji is doing currently, by doing all he can to transfer the entire Mount Kenya, to transfer the entire Ukambani, that it will reach 2027 and he will give birth to another person to go against William Samoei Arap Ruto. I don't feel that that is going to happen because Rigiji is very aggressive. He wants to carry everybody in Mount Kenya. And that is why you are seeing that Rigiji is having a problem with the elected leaders. And that is why he has warned them that if they cannot fall behind him, then they will be swept. They are a disgrace for the community of Mount Kenya. So Rigiji is actually doing all he can to make sure that he is the de facto leader. He is the person who will have a say from the entire Mount Kenya. And because of all the activities that Rigiji is carrying out currently, because he has formed his own political party, and he's telling everybody in Mount Kenya that you must come and support the DCP political party. And that's a very clear indication that Rigiji is not going to give birth to other people. Let us also look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has always pushed back his political aspirations for Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. He has always put down his political ambitions severally. And I feel that this time Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is actually going to go for presidency. Nobody is going to stop him from actually stepping at the big seat of this nation. And therefore, if, let's say, Rigathi Gachagua cannot accept for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to lead the Wamnyoro coalition, then for sure, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will go alone to the ballot and will go against William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that it means that the Wamnyoro group will split. We will have one group which is led by Rigathi Gachagua, and also we will have another group which will be led by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And there is also the entry of Fred Okengo Matiang'i, because I feel that this time Fred Okengo Matiang'i is going to step at presidency, and the people who are behind Fred Okengo Matiang'i, they are sure that it is Fred Okengo Matiang'i who should be made to be the leader of the Wamnyoro group or the Wamnyoro coalition, if we put it that way. Because as you have seen, Jubilee as a political party has actually started coming up with the tracks to campaign for Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And as you know, Fred Okengo Matiang'i has already resigned from World Bank. And probably on 12th, Rigi will be back on this nation to do a proper campaigning. And because of several opinion polls which are actually conducted currently, the person who many people feel that if we go against William Samoei Ruto, let's come 2027, and he gets support from other opposition leaders, it is only Fred Okengo Matiang'i who can unseat President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And because of that say, that may bring a conflict, because as per now, Fred Okengo Matiang'i has known that I am the top contender within the Wamnyoro group. I am the chosen one within the Wamnyoro group. I am the person who should go against William Samoei Arap Ruto. And he is being pushed by big people in this nation, the likes of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And he is going to be supported by those rich political individuals. And those people who are pushing Fred Okengo Matiang'i, I don't foresee a situation where they can accept Fred Okengo Matiang'i not to shelve his ambition, or actually to shelve his ambition for another person. So they cannot accept to do that, because they are set that let come 2027, it is Fred Okengo Matiang'i who is going to go against William Samoei Arap Ruto. And because politics is about interest, and they feel that their interest, most people feel that their interest will be well catered by Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And therefore, they will make sure that Fred Okengo Matiang'i is on the ballot. And because of those differences within the Wamnyoro group, that is why I feel that this group will finally disintegrate. This group is not going to end up being together, because each individual within that group has his own political ambitions, which are personal in nature. And each individual or each political leader within the Wamunyoro want those political interests which he has to be met. And that is why I feel that the Wamunyoro group or the Wamunyoro coalition will never end up together. I feel that as we move towards 2027, that group will break probably into two, unless Rigathi Gachagua shelves his ambition and actually becomes as a unifying factor within that coalition. And if Rigathi will accept that, Fred will go for presidency, and then Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will deputize. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Then that group, if it goes that way, then that is the only way it can be together. But without Riggy shelving his ambition the way we are seeing it, that's why we are saying that definitely the Wamunyoro group is going to split. What is your say about that? Do you feel that the Wamunyoro group is actually going to go into 2027 presidential election as a unity? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this was your first time to come into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And also, whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because that's the only way you will give YouTube permission so that you can get notified. And for those ones who have actually subscribed, I say thank you, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.